Hello, hello, nice to meet you. Voice inside my head. Hello, hello, I believe you. How can I forget? Is this the place that I call home? To find what I've become. Walk along the path unknown. We live, we love, we lie. Hey guys, it's Benedictine the Vegan. Today I want to talk about love. Rick from Rick and Morty once said, "What humans call love is just a chemical reaction that compels animals to breed. It hits hard, Morty, then it slowly fades and leave you stranded in a failing marriage. I did it, your parents are gonna do it. Break the cycle, focus on science." Can love be something more than that? Can love be something more than just a chemical reaction that compels us to breed as the animals that we are? Because the reason why I know for sure that this is not a good place to be is how we are being compelled, or let me say manipulated, to continue the survival of our species. There's something wrong there. It's like we have to fight not to do these things. We have to fight not to fall in love. We have to fight not to get horny or have sex. I remember Chris Rock once said, "It's hard for men to turn down sex. It's hard." I loved when he was saying that because it's true. It's very, very hard. Why does it have to be that hard? Especially considering that that can lead to a new life being born. Do you understand that when we have sex, we literally have a chance of bringing a new life, a sentient being? We don't get to really make that decision that, yeah, now we want to have children. Sometimes we're just compelled the same way animals are compelled. I like to use this example of dogs. That sometimes I feel for dogs when they are horny. When they're fighting to have sex with a female dog. I'm like, damn man, look at the shit that these animals are going through. Because being horny is not nice. It's really, really fucked up. And they have to fight just to ejaculate. And then that brings new life into this fucking prison. You cannot tell me that this is a fucking good place to be if we're being compelled that way, nigga. You can't tell me that shit. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can't. It's not possible. Why are we being compelled? Why can't we make a choice? Why can't it be like this? Like, I'm just chilling and I'll be like, right now I want to go and have sex just so that I can reproduce. It's not even nice. Doesn't have to be a fucking nice process. Why should it be a nice process? Something is wrong. Let's talk about female orgasm. Females, it's hard for females to orgasm sometimes if they're not really attracted to the guy. It's even hard for men to ejaculate sometimes they're not attracted to a woman. It happens. That shows you that it has everything to do with evolution. We're supposed to make babies with those that are fit. It's about survival. That's it. It's nothing more than that. I'm being serious, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. So I was talking to Kevin in the comment section about this. He was saying that yeah, women like guys that look like The Rock Johnson, or he's what he said on people guys that are on the same level Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I don't know if he means the physical appearance or just success. But yeah, it is true that women do care about looks, you know, as much as they care about money. But also as guys, we care about looks. Guys care more about looks than they do about money. You know, that tells us something. Why is it harder for me to love a woman that is not, attractive, but not hard for me to love a woman that's attractive? I don't, if it's not only is it not hard, it's like I'm just compelled to like a woman that's beautiful. I've heard guys say, yo, I've met this beautiful girl, man. I would do anything for this woman. Like by default, without her having done anything, they would do anything for her. They would literally worship her, Nate. They'll literally worship her. It's really, really crazy. So why do we look at love as something that is positive? What is it? Can love be something more than just a chemical reaction that compels us to breed? One of the reasons why I love the Gnostic teachings is that the way Jesus talks about love, or shows us what love is, or what love can be, or the way he shows us love at its highest form, it's so beautiful and so true. Gnosticism is a concept that this world is a fucked up place. It's very similar to antinatalism, but I feel like antinatalism is more advanced than Gnosticism, because Gnostics believe in bringing people here. They don't have a problem with bringing people here, but they think this is a fucked up place to be. They believe that this is a fallen state of consciousness, and and it's through knowledge that we can escape this fucking matrix. Through gnosis. But I think they're wrong. No, when they continue to reproduce and stuff like that, like fucking stop reproducing. That's it. So antinatalism to me is an advanced form of Gnosticism, and I do think it's important for antinatalists to know about Gnosticism. So yeah, Jesus. What I like about him is how he's not controlled by evolution. That's really important. For an example, oh, it doesn't matter if the Bible is true or not. This is not about it being true or not. That's totally irrelevant. I can use the Matrix as an example, although we know it's a movie. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm using Jesus as an example. To me, it doesn't really matter. What matters is what we can learn from you know these stories. And what I love about Jesus, you know, is that he, like I said, he wasn't really controlled by evolution. So he always made decisions that people didn't expect him to make. Like when this other lady paid tithe, and she didn't have a lot of money. She paid what she heard. And he was like, this one should be blessed because she gave all that she had. Stuff like that. I kind of feel like we need to reach Christ consciousness as a collective society so that we're not controlled by evolution. It needs to get to a point where we appreciate people who appreciate us. It shouldn't be about evolution, because I've seen men leave women that have been there for them when they were broke. I've seen men leave women that were there for them when they were broke. Women that even helped them financially when they were broke. I've seen them leave these women for women that are attractive, like super attractive, when they started making money. Women that rejected them when they were broke. Is that fucking logical to you? I'm saying sometimes we need to be so fucking strong that we realize that this evolution is a very powerful process. It's hard to resist, but it's a very evil process. It's why we experiencing so much suffering in the world. So we need to go against that. We need to actually appreciate people who are here for us, people who have been there for us, and treat one another in a way that is actually logical. You get what I'm saying? Because this love thing is the reason why a lot of people are suffering. I can't find love or whatever. You just wanna be praised. You just wanna be praised. You wanna be told that you you are good enough. You want validation. That shit has a lot to do with evolution than you think. We need to rise above that shit. Honestly, I'm talking to people who want love and who feel they cannot find love. I'm talking to people who are choosing the wrong people who don't even care about them. We need to break this fucking stupid cycle. I'm not saying we shouldn't love and care about one another. What I'm actually saying is that we should actually love and care about one another. But we need to also recognize how evolution is manipulating us so that we'll make decisions that are better for us, that are going to reduce unnecessary suffering. Because now this thing that we call love is not anything beautiful, yo. It's not even close. We try to romanticize it and make it seem as if it's this beautiful. It's not. It's nothing beautiful. Look, I like to give this example. It's easier for me to love Beyonce than it is for me to love a homeless person. And if I do not love a person that is homeless, that means that I'm not gonna help them if they need my help. Beyonce doesn't fucking need my help. She's rich. She has every man in the world worshiping her beauty. So how can I think love is a positive thing if it it makes me choose to be with Beyonce or to help Beyonce over a person that really needs my help? Something is clearly wrong, right? Something is clearly wrong. So I think we need to open our eyes, and especially as internationalists, because we are against what is happening in the world, what is happening as a result of evolution. And we also have to recognize, the ways that people are being manipulated to reproduce, the way evolution is compelling people to reproduce. It's really, really an evil process. It's very, very painful, man. Like when I watch these dogs wanting to have sex, I'm like, what the fuck? They're slaves. It's not like that's what they really want. If they had a choice, if they really had a choice, I don't think they would choose to want it. I don't think a cow will choose to want to be on heat. So we have to recognize that we are in this fucked up state of consciousness and we need to rise above it. And we're in rising above this shit if we still want to be slaves, to love, to what evolution wants. If we're still worshipping the most handsome man or the most beautiful, like, we're wrong because we are mistreating people based on how they look. We find people that treat us right, that care about us, that actually care, that genuinely care about us, that are looking past our flaws and all this shit, and we're like, they're not good enough. These are the people that are good enough, so I'm gonna try to be with these kind of people. It's so stupid, man. Like we need to rise above this bullshit. I've noticed that even Christians. That's one of the reasons why I'm not a Christian, dude. Like they are controlled by this bullshit. We need to rise above it, man. Get to a point where you treat people equally. We're not equal. I'm not gonna lie to you. Human beings are not equal. That is a fact. But it's up to us to fix this fucking evolutionary bullshit. It's up to us to recognize the pain that it's causing for our society and to say, I'm gonna treat people equally. I don't give a fuck if this girl looks like whatever and this one looks like Beyonce. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna treat them the same. I know women who've got their jobs because they look beautiful, and there've been women that were better than them in their interviews, but just because they look really, really beautiful. The guys, the people that were interviewing them were like, yo, we're picking this. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Something is fucking wrong with this fucking evolution bullshit. I'm telling you, this is not an opinion. This is a fact. You just need to fucking, rise above this shit and really understand what's going on. You can never develop true compassion if you're still under the spell of evolution, yo. I'm not even playing with you. I'm telling you the truth right now. Because what we really need is compassion. What we really need is to recognize what is happening in the world and truly care for one another. How do we help one another? How do we reduce suffering? We're not reducing suffering if we still play into this game that evolution is making us play. That's not how we reduce suffering. I know a lot of guys now who are broke, but when their women say, "Yo, I want 1, 2, 3," they even if they want to use that money for something that's important, they just be like, "Yo, man, I gotta do something for my dog or somebody loser." That's slaves. It has slaves, and women don't even care. It's not like it matters to women. To women, it is so strange. Yeah, yeah. What you look tonight? So it is something that we must wake up to. It's something that we must really, really, really understand. You know, because now men and women are equal with they find the same work opportunities. It's I kind of feel like the game is kind of rigged against men, really, because when women get their money they just use it for themselves, and when men get money they spend it on women. So even if they're broke, they're expected to be giving these women money. Like, no, man, something is wrong with that. It's like women don't have enough compassion to understand that men are broke too, nigga. It's not like money is much easier to make when you're a man. No, not now, man. Things ain't the same as they were before. And I tell men that don't be slaves to women like that, dude. Fuck this shit. This is stupid. If people really care about you, they will need to understand you as a man, that you're going through what you're going through. You need money too, you know. This is my nephew, man. It's funny. It's funny. Yeah, man. But I'm telling you, we need to rise above this shit. We're not getting it right. We're lying to ourselves a lot, and we're always bullshitting ourselves. I hate that we're always bullshitting ourselves because the truth is fucking harsh. I need to attend some people, man. I need to attend some people. I had a lot to say on this topic, but it is what it is, man. I'll talk about it more. Thank y'all so much, guys. Peace.